Today, we're gonna show you something pretty awesome that we think you are going to love. But first, I need to make some coffee. I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm gonna be adding some locally grown honey to my coffee. So good. Honey adds a great flavor to coffee and the perfect amount of sweetness. Obviously, honey does contain a lot of sugar, so just maybe add a moderate amount when you add it to your coffee. It's great. You should definitely try it. All right, I am going to take you to Mike and we'll see what happens.
So about a month ago, we were contacted by a company called Indoor Kingdoms, and they are a Kickstarter company. They actually have another company called Bigger Than Life, and they specialize in inflatables. You know, those big ones you put outdoor at like events and everything like that? They've been doing that for 30 years now. And as you can imagine, they were greatly impacted by this pandemic. And instead of sitting around waiting for everything to cool down, they asked themselves, hey, how can we reach our customers in their own home? And thus, Indoor Kingdoms was born. So without further ado, let's open this thing up.
All right, we have had this for about like a week now. The bag is a perfect size because a lot of things when you try to roll them back up, put it back in the bag, they don't fit. This is a great bag because no matter how you roll it up, it fits great. So no frustration in that area.
Ready?
Yep.
See how long this takes to blow out. And in less than a minute, our kingdom has appeared. Look at that. All right, hold on. Let's just look inside here. We have a fireplace, a throne, and an amazing library. Look at that thing. This side, we got some knights to guard the gates from outsiders.
Oxford nylon, which is super strong. It feels really soft, kind of like a velvet, and it's to withstand like children. Even on the floor, it has a protective, it has like extra protective on the bottom. It's not gonna scratch your floors. Basically, this castle is meant to last a very long time.
I have never seen anything close to come to the detail on this. Like, I'm thinking of those bounce houses like that are apparently castles, and they're just like one or two colors. Like this thing, the detail on here, all the cracks, the windows. There's like ivy coming up the side of this with a fountain right there. I think somebody went to a castle and basically copy and paste.
We'll have the castle like deflated, and the boys will just come down here, plug it in, and start playing.
The detail, it really gets those creative juices flowing in your head. And we got some kids that definitely love being creative. Okay, all right, Micah, okay. We also have an open ceiling so you can kind of check in here and see what's going on.
Or we can put blankets over the top.
Yep, and make a fort. Do we have a story to tell them?
Yeah.
Did you learn that it's good to share with your
Yeah.
brother?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, well you guys, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about because Micah had to learn a hard lesson. So hopefully you guys can learn from this story.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, two brothers were playing in their yard. Micah, the selfish one of the two, was not willing to share. He will soon regret his greediness, because out of nowhere, a large T-Rex came upon them and took the swordless kid away. Standing there feeling much regret, Micah knew what he had done was very wrong. All he could do was think about his brother Jeremiah, so he left everything behind to save his best friend. Scared and alone, Micah missed Jeremiah and knew he had to do everything he could to get him back, even if he had to go through the scary forest. After days of searching, he made it to Rex's castle. Realizing his brother was okay, Micah was excited to finally share with him. Working together, they scared that dinosaur and took over the castle. And this was no ordinary castle. It had an endless amount of books. So Micah and Jeremiah read together for a very long time. And yes, Micah learned to share.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed the story and maybe you learned a thing or two. Who do you think this castle is good for? What comes to...
Well, obviously it's great for families with kids, just keeping entertained throughout the day, especially right now.
In quarantine.
Yeah, in quarantine,
Yeah.
where we're stuck at home and the kids can't get out. Also, it's good for play dates. You can have families come over with all the kids. It can literally withstand like kids just attacking it.
Yeah.
And also you can like take it other places, like take it to your friend's house and have play dates out there or even outside. This thing can go outside.
I think of people like my parents. I'm one of 11 children and they have like 30 grandchildren. So imagine having 30 grandkids. They come to your house pretty much all the time and you have a little blow up castle for them. That's pretty awesome. And I just want to thank Indoor Kingdoms for thinking about us and sending us one of these awesome castles. And if that's something you guys are interested in, they have some early bird deals. And I'm pretty sure they're going to do amazing with selling these things because I've just never seen anything like it. So check that out. All right, you guys, what did you learn in your lesson? You need to share because sharing is good. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to say to everybody?
Well,